Good evening, everyone.
Good
evening,
evening,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So I hope you all are ready with your projects.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so write your names in the chat box now.
Ma'am, actually, I'm not able to access the chat room.
Yes, ma'am, same.
Okay, so you both can raise your hands. First, you both can present and then others will. Anybody else who is facing problem to access the chat? Okay. Okay, so Piyush, you can now start.
Yes, ma'am. Is my screen visible, ma'am?
Yes, Piyush.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. So let me just show you my project first, then we will dive into the code. So I have created one online book library. In that library, you can just add your book with the name of the author as well, and you can review the book as well as you can borrow the book and unborrow the book. After that, you can I have also added the user authentication. You can log in yourself or you can register yourself. So let me tell you the features of my website. So here is the hero section, the first the presentation of my website. So here are two options are here, like explore library. So you can see the all the books that I have added here. And in the home section, there is also a sign up option. So by clicking on this, you will be directly redirected to the registration form. Oh, I think there is something mistake. Let me just see the code first. Uh, just a second. Just okay. So the home section library. Okay, okay. Sorry. I think I have just write the wrong URL. So after that, it will be work. So in the home section, there are two options. The first one is explore library, so you can directly redirect it to the library section. After that, clicking on the sign up button, you can redirect it to the registration form or login form. And in the home, there are some features of my website, like you can add and manage the books, you can borrow the books, and you can also review the book. And in the footer, there are some social media links. And after that, in the library section, there are some books that I have added here. For example, the title you can see, the author name, the rating you can see, and you can borrow it, and also you can unborrow it. After that, you can just write the review of your book. Yeah. After that, you can just here enter the review of the book, and in the add book section, let me just add another book. For example, the title of the book is uh, let me just Marvel, and the author name is, let me write my name, Piyush. And after adding this book, the book has been added in the library. You can see it. The fourth book has been added here. And in the profile section, you can just register yourself if you are new. So just write your name. For example, let me write my name and just write on your email ID. After that, you can just write down your password. For example, it is, and you can register yourself. And after that, you can log in yourself by just login ID password. So it was, and after clicking on the logo, you can just redirect on the home section. So it was my website, and let me explain you the code now. So let me start with the front end. So there are some components here. The first one is the book card, and in the book card section, there I have like most of the time I use the motion framework for the animation. So here I have used the motion framework for the animations. And in the status, uh, in the status, like the book is available or the book is borrowed. So here are two options we can see here. And in that function I'm using the hooks. Sorry, I'm using the props. So props are basically the thing by which you can just take from the parent class. And the another is title and author. So you can just write the name of title of the of your book, and the author name and the star rating. So here you can just write the star like the filled star or empty star. And in the button section there are two buttons, the borrow button if the book is available, so that you can see the borrow button. And if the book is not available, so it means the book is has been borrowed, so you will see the unborrow button. And so at the last there is a review button. You can after clicking on that button you can review about the book, like it is like the good and bad as well. And these are some the animated part, like I have designed this like some decorative circles. And in the navbar, so in the navbar, I'm using to use state, there are some links for like desktop links. For example, after clicking on that button, you will be redirected to the library section or add book section or profile section. And in the written part, first of all, there is a logo. So I'm using the link tag here. So after clicking on the logo or the heading, you will be redirected to the home section. And this is the part of my animation. So with the help of motion framework you can add the animation. And in the desktop link we are using the map is just like an array in which you can take input one by one. So every link I am using here for my desktop link. And this is the underline animation. So let me uh, here whenever I'm clicking on that, so you can see that underline is animating smoothly. So for that I am using the framer motion again. And this section is for mobiles. So whenever you open this website in the mobile, so you will see this type of logo. And whenever you click on that logo, so that you can see all the options there, like add profile, profile, add book, and library as well. So this section is for the mobile section. And now we have some pages. So the first of all is the add book. So so here there are some functions, like there are some use state. So first of all, handle submit. So if the form title is not available, so you can see that please fill all the fields. If we are giving half details, so you will see the prompt that please fill the full details. And if there is any error, so the cache block will handle it. And in the written section we are creating one form. And in that form I'm just taking one book name, like add a book button. After that I'm taking the title, the input, I mean the title of the book. After that we have the author name. Then we have the submit button. After that we have some decoration, like the decorative circles that I have been using. And if the loading is available, then it will be add, otherwise the add book will be option will be given. And in the home section, now in the home section I'm using use navigate to redirect the page, so that it will be not reopen again. And in the hero section, basically there is one heading, that online book library, and there is one paragraph. After that there is one button that I have created, explore library. So after clicking on that, so you can easily redirect it to the library section from the home section. And in the sign up button there is one button, sign up now. After clicking on that, you will be redirected to the register form or login or login form. And there are some features like the cards that you see on the home pages. So the features that we have written here, that add profile and add book. And the another one is like the third feature that my profile has. And in the last there are some there is one footer. And in that footer one headline is there, that online book library, and some links are there for social media like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So I haven't write any name of the link. So after that I will add. And I have the library page. In the library page there are some sorry yeah, there are some functions like handle the borrow. So whenever you see, for example, in the library section, you will see one heading line, that our book collection, and after that book collection there will be some books. So for example, uh, here are some map I'm using again for array. Like map is just like an array in which there are multiple books. Like you can see here, as a prop I'm using that book. And there is, in the map section there is also one key, the unique key, by which I can render the single book. So it is some kind of array, so you can access all the books with the help of map section. And here I'm using the book card. So I can arrange the books as a card. that I have added in the component section. And in the last, there is a profile section. So in the profile section, I'm just creating the register form and login form. So if the login is available, I mean, if the user is login, so it will see the login. But if the user is login, so it will see the register button. If the user is login, then it will see the login button. If it is not, then you can register yourself and then you can log in. So the logic I have written here, that if you are login, then this part will be handled. Otherwise, this part will be handled. And there is one form by which you can take the name of the user, email of the user, and you can create your own password. And there is one button, submit button. After that, you can register yourself. And there is the animated part, like the decorated circles that I am doing in every component. And there is one API for so the backend that we have created for that API. So I'm using that API so that I can use this in every component and every file of my front end. So I have created one separate file for this. So it was my front end. And let me talk about my backend. So in the backend, I have first of all the model section. So in the model section for book, I have created one model. In that model, I am creating one title, author name, the status that the book is available or the book is borrowed. So by default, it will be available. And also the review section, so that you can review the book. And in the user section, I'm taking one username, the email, and the password. After that, there is one controller part. In the controller part, there is a logic of everything. So for if you want to get all the books, so there is one controller. And if you want to add books, so you can just take the title name and author name from request body and add the book. If you want to borrow the book, then find the book by ID and you can borrow that book. After that, if you want to review the book, just add on the review button, then you can review and unborrow. So by just clicking on the button, you can unborrow the book with the help of the book ID. And after that, we have the auth controller for register user and login user. So in the register user, you just need to take the username, email, password from request body, just and match the password with the hash password that we have hashed with the help of bcrypt.js. Bcrypt.js is also a library of Node.js by which you can hash your password for security purpose. And you can just save your password. After that, you can log in yourself, just find the user by ID, email ID, and validate the password with the hash password and generate the JWT token so that you can re-log in yourself again and again. After that controller, we have the routes. In the routes, we have the book routes first of all. So this is the routes to get all the books, and this is the routes to add one book, and this is the route to review. And sorry, this is a route for borrow, this is for review, and this is for unborrow. And in the auth routes, we have two routes for registering and for login. And there is also one middleware. So in the middleware, there is nothing, just to protect yourself if there is any error. So the middleware will be handled if you are if you haven't typed the correct username or correct email, so it will handle it. And the server.js where everything is happening. So the middleware I have attached here, and the routes I have attached here, and some middlewares also I have attached here, and the MongoDB connection that usually we do with the help of mongoose.connect. And in the mongoose.connect, I have written the URL of my database so that I can connect with my database directly. And this is from my side. Thank you so much.
Okay, Piyush. It is a very good project. Actually, I thought that this can be used for the students mainly because like you can they can whoever has any kind of books they can upload, for example accounting books, engineering books, or finance books, and mainly that could be used for the students only, because sometimes whenever we search for our semester books we do not get on the Google or somewhere, but if anybody gets from somewhere, gets that particular book from somewhere, they can upload that,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Every
And
kind of bit we can share here.
yes, yes. And actually, one more thing, one feature that you had was borrowing and unborrowing. I think that could be omitted because borrowing and unborrowing could be won't be very good in when you are creating this type of system in online, because I think everyone could access that particular book. Maybe you should not give the feature of saving the file. They should come to your platform and then only access the book. That is good, but I think the boring part can be omitted. Apart from
Yes,
that, this
ma'am.
is a very
I will
good
remember
project.
that.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Satyam.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Let me share the screen. Is my screen visible? Okay.
Yes, yes.
So first of all, good evening, ma'am. I have created a task manager app. Since the requirement is very like for handling the task, like adding the task and completing and having a due dates, and also I just keep the hero sections to be very simple, and I just kept the sign in and basic data. And since I have already signed up, so I just go through the login, and so this is how my dashboard look, where I can add a new task, like, and I can add the due date like it's 22, and so I can add the task. And I have also added a feature where like I can filter out the tasks, like what are the pending tasks, if tasks have been completed. So these are the filter features which I have created. I have also created with the filter by dates. So these are the filter, and I can we have the options to like delete and edit also. And if I have completed, then I just check mark it, and it will change the status in the database also. So it get the completed, and here is the basic profile information. So the major uh, overview of the website is this. Now let me go through the code. Let's start with the backend portion. First I have like configure the database. Like I have created a server.js where I have called the firstly I have uses few middleware like app.use calls policy and express.json for passing the JSON data. And here I have called the connect DB function where I have connected the MongoDB. Like I have MongoDB cloud. I have used the MongoDB cloud. So using MongoDB, I have added the cloud details in the process env file, from where I call that and name the database as a task manager. And now let's move to the models. I have basically a task is to design particularly for a particular user. So I have created a user schema where I have like name, email, password, joining time, and time step. It allows to have a data of when the user has created at. And this is the task description, like what a user. I have provided a MongoDB reference through users so that it can fetch through the ID, and it have a and add is completed status. Like when we click on the checkbox, it will change the status to like pending to completed, and it's a due date. And these are the models. And now move on to the controller. In the user controller, I have basically have the register where I can like register that for the sign up. I have created a function where like name, email, password, we are have a checkpoint like it must be filled. And then I have also checked the password dot length must be less than 4. And now checking if the user exists or not. So these are the like sign up function. And in the similar way, I have created a login function where I'm checking the password or credentials. If matched, then it will create a tokens to manage the session. And here I have a get profile functions also, which help me to fetch the profile of a particular user. And in the get task function, I have created few functionality, like I can fetch the task, whatever the task in the database I can fetch. Second one is the fetching the task by ID, where I've just call task.find one. And on the using the reference of user.id and request in the request.params, I have provided the task ID, and this is the functionality for the creating task. And also we can update the task like in the description or due date or is completed or not. And last one is the deleted task. So let now just move on to the front end part. Firstly, I have just called a API auth context using a use create context feature, where I have just called all the APIs through like fetching profile, login, and register, making it global variable so that we can easily call in any functionality. And I have also mentioned each authenticated, like if the user is login or not, it will check the private route functionality. And in the component, I have like created a protected route which is only checking for like if the user is login, then it will load the data, and otherwise it will not the load the dashboard data. And I have few pages like dashboard page where I've basically created the adding task functions and like handling all the tasks. And these are the home page where I like just overview of like what the uh, project is about. And in the login, this is the login page, uh, for the login. And this not found page is like for if the data is not available, if the token is not available, it will give this page for like if it is not found, so you can register again or login again. These are the register page where I've created some forms like I've created a form and handling it through a handle submit function. And now coming to the main file, that is app.jsx, where I have I have called the auth provider, which helped me to like use the global context which I have created in the auth context. And I have called in the router, I have created a path where I called the all these struct files. And for the dashboard, I have checked the protected route. It will verify either the user like if the user is not login, or if he not find the valid token, it will not redirect to dashboard. It will directly redirect to login page. So this is all from me. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Satyam, good job.
Thank you,
It
ma'am.
is a full-fledged website. Very well done.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, Gaurav, you can now present.
Okay, good evening, ma'am.
Good
My
evening.
project name is Event Scheduler. Like first part is the code part of the HTML. Uh, Second is a connect for app like event scheduler. Second is index.js. Is
Your screen is not visible.
okay. 1 second. Visible.
Yes.
My project is the event scheduler. Is a part of the HTML, and second is like app.jsx is a part of the margin and scheduler. Second is a index. Is a client part. Total has been client part. Second, you can go event like is connect to Mongoose like title, disclamation, start, end, location, created. It's a go to Mongoose. So connect in Mongoose. Like yeah, third option is a upcoming first. Like we can create a tomorrow, but today as an event schedule, you can choose the first row and then create a event like a create a event like a title, title start in locations, anything like delete options. You can go delete any event. You can click delete option. You can connect in a server like Express, Mongoose, dot event, and my local host connect to MongoDB and go to first of going to Mongoose. No anyone source like Mongoose file, Mongoose in event scheduler. I can go just
run a code. First, I go to run server code. Second, I go to client. It's automatic connected. Like we can go to Mongoose and say like there event scheduler, like event. We can go there. No any data, but I go to fill event like XYZ. That is start is and time, like starting in date. Go to next month and everything you can like add it location anything like, as a part of any discrimination is creator one event schedule and go to mongoose, go to check where it's created fully on a data. You can go anything you can written like today I'm written like xyz event is starting for 30 20th 20th 9 and 2025. You can go like any event where not like this event is started like anything we can fit in like 23 but I want to 24 the automatic upside 24 to 20 and date and goes everything like event is gone top of that's my side man. It's simple designing on event schedule.
Okay, Gaurav, good job. Yes, it is a very simple project, but still you can enhance it later also. But
Okay,
for this,
okay,
you have done a good job.
okay ma'am. Okay, I go to enhancement ma'am. Thank you ma'am.
Thank you, Gaurav. Okay, now Sumit.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now you can start.
My screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Sumit Divakar, and today my project is about mind map. Mind map is kind of project of a flow chart. If you need to understand anything, you need a flow chart to understand. So this project have to create a flow chart. For example, to maintain any project, you need a flow chart how the user have logged in, registered, and how they access the features. So in my project, these features are accessed very easily. So firstly, this is my landing page of a mind map. Now here to start, register the user, where user can give their name. For example, I did Sumit, then his email ID and the password. And you can also upload your PIT if you want. It's not necessary that you have to need, but if you want, you can access your photo. Just I created and have uploaded a picture and sign up. And this the your dashboard starting is now empty because we have not created any map. Here your the header portion, that is your message, and your profile photo is seen there, and the logout button. When you need to log out, you simply can log out. The main feature start from here. Create a new map. Firstly, you have to give a title for which you have to create a map. For example, you have taken a DFD for your project. For example, your project is event handling. For event handling. Okay, that's created. Then is the that portion is come out when you have create a node. Node means a node shape, rectangle, circle, and diamond. For example, you using a DFD, you will have a diamond for one-to-one many relationship in the software engineering subject. You need these things: a diamond, a circle, a rectangle shape. You need which is the shape is used for different purpose. rectangle is used for the many-to-many relationship, and circle is used for one-to-many relationship that have studied earlier. For example, firstly, I've used login and change size have become some small and tensor and step and add node. Here we add node. That created the add login button first. Then we use a middleware. Let's say will be a circle and step and add node. This created middleware. And the third one we are using a diamond internal name, middleware and a register. This created register thing. Then these three have shown the features. You can adjust your name if there are some middle. You can change the name here, middle. And now you can simply connect these things according to yourself that you wanted. As you create a poster according to yourself that you wanted, simply this showing. And these three are showing the position of the images. And if you want to delete any node from you simply select and delete selected. If you want to change the name, you can change the deleted selected node. You can simply delete it, or you can delete. And you also save to database. You have saved your data into save this diagram or database, or you can download this as simply, and you can see this a downloaded portion, and the image is showing here simply. So this is my whole project is for the DFD diagram for a student who facing an issue in the third year. By making a project of software engineering, they need to make DFD diagram for level 0, level 1, and level 2. That time I faced the problem to create this, so thought I can make this for myself or other students. That's all. And here you have two features also that if you want to edit, you can literally edit the things, or or you can delete the portion. This simply and you log out. So let's take the code. There are two folders. First is client and second server. The server folder for the backend and the client folder for the content. In the in the backend folder, we have five folders: configure, controllers, middlewares, models, and routes. In the configure, we use to connect the database, and controller, we use the logic for connect the users and create and delete the maps. In the middleware, for the authenticacy and JWT tokens, models, where all the details of required for the user, and the routes for these models, and the server.js file. In the approach folder, there are all the images that have uploaded by the user, those there. Okay. So let's start with the model part. First, the user. In a user, simply a name, email, password, and the profile picture is type string. Or default, you can paste the URL image if you want to a default image. In mind map, simply you firstly user ID. The login user can create a map. Then the title of the project, the notes that you created is kind of an array. Is going to the array. If you create a circle, go to the array. And the edges you are connected, you also go to the array. The showing the first position array is connected to the second index of array. So this type of that, and the time step and simply the source person. Then we use to database generation simply the using a mongoose and process.env file to connect the database using MongoDB address. The third feature, the user controller for simply register the user and login the user. In the register user, firstly they check the using a find one function that the email is exists or not. If the user already exists, they simply say print the message. If not, then he created a password, they give a password. Then we use sort and hash password for protecting the password not by the used by hackers. And then we simply create the user and give the response in this way. Profile picture. The profile picture is not necessary you want to give or not. It's simply depend on the user. If not, some error console the invalid user data, or if some error common is server error. simply the login user. Firstly, they find the email. If they find the email, they say, then they use, if user exists, they can check the password, compare using compare password, and they respond the JSON. If not, if they don't find the email, then simply say invalid email or edit password, and simply server error. The get me is used for the authentication or a middleware that only the login user can access the dashboard page. Then mind map controller is simply for get mind map or the map that you have created, and this is for the create map. Is coming from the request of the body. This means that the user have login, that all the titles coming from that. If title is not given, title is required, and simply you give create new map using user ID and the title. Then you simply the save map is the await function, because you do not want to wait till the map is ready. You want to access the features next on. And then the update features. Then if you want to edit something in the future, you can simply update use the required param ID, because the user that created the map, they get the all the maps using a param ID, not the request from the body. If they do not find, they simply say map not find, and this is uh, if not finding a user ID, then user not authorized. Then simply title, nodes, and edges are updated, and this save the function. And it's also a wait. You do not want to wait till end that will be saved. And simply the delete function, they find the ID of the user where they created, and then simply delete the function. If they have not authorized, then simply say not authorized. If they have, then simply delete one function, delete the function if error, and simply the export. Auth middleware is simply used for the the middleware that all the authenticated person, he can access the features of create map and other from the JW token from authorization, then the space function to check the authorization in the space is available on by the spaces is not be there, and the next function to locate to the next person. If not token present, not authorized token. Simply then the routes. I use it the multi packages. Multi packages. I use the multi packages for the uploading the pictures of the users, and the middlewares. These all from the IS code, and these are syntax for the uploading a picture, and there is upload the user that uploaded images go to the upload folder that have seen you. They all the images saved here, and the every time that user upload a function, they create a name, file name with the unique name. If some users uses the same pictures, then also they created a new file name, so that the same address images cannot find occur any error. So they always created a new file name if the user have using the same images. Then the register, post, and get all the profile pictures there. And simply for the mind map, and get for the middleware protection, and all the micro update, delete, and create. Then simply the server file, where all the routes, middleware, connectdb, post for the connected of backend and frontend, and URL for the images. Then the routes, simply the server is starting, and this is from the backend side. In the front-end side, I have created components, contests, and pages. In the custom node, I use React Pro for the position and handling the images to up and down. The common style, I created these are the common for any shape. If you want some additional shape, circle, and diamond I have created for the user if they want any other features, any other file also. Then there is a landing page that you have seen in the first page. Simply, I use React Router them to link directly to the landing page. I use date and link. A simple HTML. You can say this is not necessary. The most important feature is mind map. There are all the edges and the downloaded feature, toaster and Azure from connecting and React for all these things are coming from mind map. The control function, the river and children, it is used for refreshing. If user refreshing the features, then easily refresh, initialize the data or the database initialize the firstly the all the maps, then nodes, edges, and on node change. You can change the node. You can set use edge state and node state for the edges. For mainly for the edges, they connected two safes directly. Then use effect that one is connected and no one other be connected similar state. Then the use case for the no names, no site, edge type, and delete element. Double click to handle or change the name of the node you have given for login and middleware that I given, and add node. Simply you add node. Their size screen center to be located on the center of the node. It is new node. If you create a want to new node, it's simply new node. The toast notification that the new node is created, the image is downloaded and dissolved. You simply delete, and the all download feature that is used for the downloading the image. And simply the protected out that the authenticated user he access the feature, not the other. And the public out the dashboard page where all the authenticity login user can access the dashboard. And the all context is used for the logout and login to check the from the backend that the user is login or not. If they login, can access the features. If not, they simply say counter is invalid or expired and simply login the feature and the logout features from the children part. Then the dashboard page where seeing all the dashboard, fetch maps, and the logout, new maps, delete map, they all the features coming from here. And the login page, email, password, navigate, used for React Router them to navigate, simply smoothly function, and the register page. For the register the user and app.js, where all the routes and the pages are important here. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay, Sumit, good job. It is a very good project and very interactive project. Very well done.
Thank you.
Yes, Rocky, you can now start your presentation.
Ma'am. My screen is visible.
Yes, yes.
First of all, good evening, ma'am. Uh, First of all, my project is app in the in, first of all in the UI register form and the login form. And first of all, I register for user and to
Rocky, your voice is not clear.
yes, ma'am. Yeah. Hello,
Yes, yes.
yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Your voice is not very clear. Okay. Try to rejoin.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes,
Hello.
Rocky.
Yes, ma'am. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, your screen is visible.
Hello. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes,
My
your
voice,
screen is visible.
ma'am. My
Okay.
voice is clear.
Yes, yes.
Okay, ma'am. So
Not
first
very
of all,
much, but
ma'am,
I will just let you know when your voice will not come clearly.
my project is a app, a quiz app, quiz system app. And first of all, and to log in and register the form first and created to the end user. First of all, our user part and show two component, two pages, and if user and or a register and also login. Prime state. I'm logging for this one, and ma'am, I also multiple quizzes and HTML basics attempt quiz and CSS and Node.js and Express.js and MongoDB. So basic quiz, and so the and ma'am two pages only for user and dashboard and result part. And to the so let's start the quiz. And for ma'am for the quiz part and for the multiple question and 30 question for HTML basics. And so I am to use and multiple tests and for the now try and I am a submit the test and also I'm and this is result part and correct answer are 1 and attempt 2 and I skipped to 28 and total question is the 30 score 1 and ma'am the percentage status 40 above uh, 40% above must and pass like and also a fail and that's that's all. And for the logout and for the admin also the register and admin for the and create quiz and also the all users are results so and Rocky and create a quiz and create a quiz and answer the question for multiple question and save the quiz and for the and it is a UI part and there it is my code part. And, it is a two folder, front end and back end. Front end back and multiple folders, controllers controllers and auth controllers and quiz controllers and register users and login controller and for create quiz and get quiz and get quiz by ID and for a single quiz and like auth middleware and admin also login and product part JWT authentication dot and third folder is models and users or user role and in a user admin and by default a user and registered also and my attempt and folder models and attempt to the skip and total and score and last and fourth folder auth routes and multiple routes for register and login and quiz route for get quiz and the post created quiz and admin middleware and last one en.env file like a MongoDB URL stored and JWT key stored and port is a 5000 also running and for a main folder index.js and I am uh, means in a course and express.json and port is running 5000 and a visit of 7000. It is my backend part and front end part. Uh, first of all, a component, my navbar, first login and register, and and for auth contact, uh, like parents data setting and props login and user login and log out data setting, and third part is the pages like admin created. I'm also use uh, I am also in the motion framework and the UI. It's attractive and in multiple and use state and use it stored in for the multiple files, and last folder is the APIs like Axios, the create and base URL, and for the generated local storage. Token is a storage and local storage for and main app and app.js like multiple routes for uh, multiple pages, and so and I bought for the this map my side. Good night. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Rocky. Okay, okay. Fine. You did a great job. Very well done. The quiz app can also be very useful and a very useful project also. Very well done. It's a good choice that you have chosen this kind of project.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Akriti, okay, she is not in the session right now, I guess. Akriti, are you here? Akriti, are you here? Rahul,
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
good evening. Okay, you can now start the presentation.
Okay. Is my screen visible, ma'am?
Yes.
So, good evening, everyone. So, I have needed a task manager app. So, so here it's like interface. I have given mm, 5 links like home, login, register, dashboard, and logout. So what we can do is we can here store our like monthly, weekly, or daily task with description, and like it give us option like as is it completed or it is pending. So we can like if we have done any task, and we can like click on complete, and it will show us that it is completed. So now let me show you the function. So first, as we can see, here is our home, and uh, it has like describe us what we can do. So now we go to login. Wait a minute. For firstly, I just log out if like as I have logged into it. Now if we go to login, here I have created already a like account in from register, and as I entered a password and I do login, so here it is come that login successfully. And as we go now to dashboard, yes, here we can see the task before I have added, like it is coming below the your task HTML. I have given here the description where I have given the date, uh, day, one like a month 9, and okay, I have just made it 2015, and like practice HTML, and here I have marked it completed. If like I want to do it like it is pending, I can also like do this and it will show us that it is pending. And to like mark it completed, we just have to click on mark completed. Like if we had if we want to add something new task, like we can here edit, like I set tasks title name CSS, and I just give the day, for example, to month 9, and here, and I just here write it practice CSS. And as I click on add task, so we can see here it has shown us CSS and the date we have provided in description and the note. And here it is come, and default it will like show us like pending. And if we have done like that day task and we want to do it mark complete, here we can do it like complete. And if we want to delete like if we want to start from a new month, we can simply like here uh, delete all the task like this, and we can start from a uh, like a new month. Let me, so here I have also given a logout button. As we click on them, we will successfully log out. And if we now go on dashboard, like it is showing us not authorized, token fail. So we first have to log in, and then we can go to dashboard and perform task like add uh, add task and everything. So let me show you how we can register a new user. So for example, I say the name Rahul, and I make a new Gmail, for example, Rahul at the rate our dot gmail.com. And if I set here a password, sorry, I have, if I like see, it is showing us register successfully. And now we can, as we registered successfully, now we can like log in with this email ID and password, like here. Now if I go to login and write the password, okay, it is showing us the, I have actually entered the wrong password. So now it is showing us login successfully. And as we now go on dashboard, so now simply we can like add task description and just add. So yes, now we can see it is showing us the tasks we added, and if we completed that task, we can simply click on mark completed. Now it is showing us that our task is completed, and we can simply then log out. So not like other user can access our data, and simply go to home. So This is how all function work. We can register multiple users as much as we want, and simply after registration we will log in our ID, and we can uh, like uh, enter our task of our months, week or day, whatever we want. So this is now we will go to the code part. So here we have two folder inside our task manager. One is client and second one is server. So so the client one is our front end part, and server one is our backend part. So as we see server, we have a folder config in which we have created a file db.js. It is um, in this we have created the connection of our Node.js to Mongoose DB. Here we have also given the statement. Uh, if Mongoose DB connected to our Node.js successfully, so it will show us Mongoose connected. And if by chance some error occurs, and it is not able to connect successfully to the Node.js, so it will show us the message Mango's connection error. So in controllers, like this is our next folder, controllers. In controllers, it contain basically the logic part, what happen when a route is called. Uh, so when we click on this, we have two files. One is port controllers. So it will basically controls our two things. One is register. So as we have declared it const register users. So it will check we have given a proper name, correct email and password. And if it will also check that if we if someone has already registered with our email, and someone other want to register with the same email, so it will give us a message like users already exist. uh, as we go down, so yes, here the things we want to create a user is its name, email, and password. Password will be in hashed powered. It will not show us the password as we seen in the website. It will just show dot 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 to secure our password. So in const login user, it is basically after we successfully created our uh, ID using register, then here comes login part. In this we have only two things. The first is email and second is password to login. And now if we go in task controller JS, so task controller JS is the out controller is for handling the login and register. So task controller is for handling the task like we are performing there, to create a task, delete a task. uh, so here we have like uh, create a const task. Here we have to give a title and description and due date. Due date, till now I don't have added, but I will add it later. uh, so yeah, this here also I have created a statement. If we want to found any task by its unique unique ID, so we can just search it. And if there is no task like which if there is no task uh, like that, so it will show us task not found. So this is our controller. And now we go to middleware. So middleware is like a safe security guard in Express. Before a request reaches the controller, middleware checks if the user is allowed to continue to the like controllers. So here when we go on the models, this is our another folder in our client in our server. So model in like basically in MongoDB defines like how the everything like we stored how it will look in MongoDB. So as we go on task, we can see here how our task will be stored in our MongoDB. It's like basically a blueprint or a structure of our data that is stored in MongoDB. So, so the next folder is our routes. Routes is basically like a path we can say like our login part and our registered part. So this is our backend part. Now if we move to our front end part, so in source uh, we have created a component in which we have navbar. So in our website we have just like seen the navbar which contain our homepage, login, registered, and dashboard. It also contain like logout part if we want to log out from log out from the website. Uh, so in pages we have written the code like how our dashboard will look and like how our homepage will look, how our login page will look, and how our like page will look. So this is the code for dashboard page, and for home like it is we can see when we are on in our home this like we have seen these points like register and login securely, add new task with title. So this is our home page and this is our login page where it is showing us like enter email, enter password to login, and this is our register page. So ma'am, this is from my side.
Okay, Rahul. Very well done and very good presentation also. You have explained all the things very well. Good job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Akriti, is it possible now to present or you will present it tomorrow only?
Hello, am I audible to you, ma'am?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Actually, I am getting some network issue.
Okay, so you would want to present tomorrow?
No, no, ma'am, I can present it now.
But still your voice is very low, I guess. Okay, you can start your presentation, but and then I will let you know if any problem occurs. And Tejasvi, as you are asking for the deployment, for this week we will do the deployment only, and then I will assign you the week 6 project. Don't worry about that. Yes, Akriti, you can start.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, Akriti.
So, I have also created the task manager project. So, firstly, I explained the folder structure. I have created two folders, front end and back end. So, firstly, I explained the backend side, in which the main file is app.js. I installed the packages like bcrypt course.env, express, json web token, and mongoose. So firstly I created the model folder, in which I created two files, task.js and user.js. So in user.js it
Akriti,
simply
I can
created a
only
user.
see your meeting window.
One second.
No, only your meeting window is visible.
Is it now visible, ma'am?
Yes.
So I explained about the model folder where I created two files, user.js and task.js. In user.js, I simply created user schema that take name, email, password as an input, and the task schema where it give the user and description type. After that, I created the utility folder where I created two files, token.js, in order to create a token by using jwt sign dot sign function, and then the validation folder in order to validate the emails. After that, I have created a middleware also. This is index.js middleware, in which I require the JWT and the user from the model folder, and created a function verify.access token in order to verify if the person is authorized or not. And after that, I created a controllers folder in which I created three files, auth.controller. In this, I firstly required the user decrypt. Okay. So firstly, uh, uh, I require the create accent token and validate email from the utility folder, and then created a sign up function in which I simply firstly check if the input field like name, email, password is filled or not, and then if all the condition are checked, it simply created a hash password by using decrypt.hash function, and give us a 200 response and JSON response. And after that, I created a login function also, in which it checked for the login folder validation. Like if we input the email or password, and then created a is match function in order to compare the password given by the user and the user dot password that are created in the database, and then compare it, and if it is matched, then it create a access token, and this is for the console error function. And this is the profile controller.js file, in which I simply uh, require the user from the model, and created a get profile function, in which I simply use dot find by id mongoose function, and give a 200 JSON response. And this is for the task controller file, in which I require the task from the model and the validate object id utilities from the utility folder, and created a get task function, in which I simply use the dot find method in order to find the task particularly for a user. And then sorry, this section is for getting the task, all the task, and this section is for getting the task particularly for a user, like by giving the params.id as a parameter. And this section is for creating a task route, like giving the description as from the request body, then check if it is filled or not, and then create a task by using task.create function. And this is put.task function, in which I gave the logic for updating the task. And after that, I have created the route folders. First one for the auth route, like I have created slash sign up and slash login route by using the post method in order to create a user or login the user. And then the profile routes, that is from the root folder by using a verify access token middleware and the get profile utility. Let's simply get the profile, and this is the task route file in which I created routes for the task, like for creating the task, for getting a task, for getting task for a particular user, to update the task and to delete the task. And this is the main file where I require all the packages and the middlewares and the routers that I have created, and uh, simply use the mongoose.connect function in order to connect to the DB and the app.listen function. This is all for the backend, and for the front end I have installed the Vite React. So this is the login form file in which I have given the logic for the login form, like input fields, email and password, and giving logic to check if the email is valid or not. This is for the navbar section where I simply gave a login button and a main title like task manager, and this is for the sign up form where I gave the input field like name, email and password, and giving functionality on click in order to submit the data from the front end to the backend. This is for the task section in which I have simply gave the header like your task, and then use logic in order to create a task in the front end side. And after that I have created pages folder for home section, and for the login section simply extract the login form from the component folder, and then this is for the sign up page, and this is for the task page, and this is the main app.jsx where I browse all the routes to the front end. So this is the code, and this is the web page that I have created. Firstly, this is for the login, but if we go to this, it will sign up here. Like if we created a password, okay, submit it, and it will here created a new user in the database. So by login to it, simple password, so it will give this dashboard folder where I added the new task. Like here I have to give the description. Here I added the task. It will display like this, and if we want to edit this, we can edit it through this, and if we want to delete, this will delete the task, and if we want to log out, it will automatically log out the user. So this is it from my side. Hello.
Yes, Akriti. Okay, good job. Very well done. Your project is also completed, and you have presented it very well. Good job.
Thank you.
Yes, Tejasvi, you can now start your presentation. Any problem? Tejasvi, you are not audible. Your voice is too low. Tejasvi, you are not audible. Uh, is it audible for others?
Hello?
Okay, okay, you can fix it.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, now you are audible.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay, can I start sharing the screen now?
Yes.
Can you see the screen now? Hello, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Your screen is visible,
Can you
but
see the
for
screen now?
me, your screen
Yeah.
is black.
Right now, ma'am? Now
It
also,
is
ma'am?
still black.
Sorry.
Yes.
Still, ma'am, I'll just go outside and
Ma'am, can you see the screen now, ma'am?
It is still black. What about others? Please let me know if it is visible to you all. Now it is visible to me.
No, ma'am?
Just wait a second. Yes, now it is visible.
Okay. I will start the presentation now. So let's start with the server side. We have the config file which actually connects to the MongoDB. It uses the e.env file which has the authentication to load the MongoDB cluster. Uh, the db.js connects that, ma'am. And org.controller is a code written to uh, give access to the uh, author. Means who is for the user, ma'am. It actually takes the username, email, password, and user type to let the users log in to the website. That is the code. And book controller actually fetches the data from the Google, and the uh, user controller is used to fetch the photo which is used in login page, and art.js is used to authenticate the user. It it fetches the data from .env file to provide the access. Mm, the models books.js actually fetches the data, that is genre, publication year, cover, image, description, etc. User.js actually contains the details about the user. It uh, it 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 saves the username, password. It's used in the authentication. User books actually is used in the my book section of the web page. It is actually used to know that used to add the book to be reading section or reading or read, uh, and the roots book roots book the books which are in the website are actually fetched from the Google API, which is done in the front end part. So I have not written any code in the book roots session, and the auth roots fetches from the register, which is in the front end part of the thing, and user user also fetches from the front end, and this is all the back end part. And let's start the front end part. So front end part, let's start from the index.html. Uh, so I've given a div section, div id equals to root. This id is um, fetched by the index.js. Yeah, index.js gets the element which is by the id root, and then this index.js is rendered by app.js. This app.js actually has the navbar is fixed that all the pages should have navbar, and the first page it starts from the home page shelf, and this all the parts are in the pages section. Here about page, this is the about page section which fetches profile profile of the user from the backend part, and it actually has a here we can see the upload profile pic which is uploaded, and this goes to backend and stores in the special folder, and it shows in the app dot about page, and about page shows the profile here. the profile name which we have used to login is rendered here, and profile username it's rendered, and user type is also rendered here. And the image we can see, the image which we have uploaded can be seen here, and the upload to card it's button. And here books rate this session whole session contains uses the stats which uses our app data to collect the stats and show in this session of the page. And in bookshelf page, uh, the bookshelf page, this books are fetched from the Google. And and uh, we have and we have a search button which searches from the Google and displays in our website. And we have and the book details are actually we have a component session book detail model. In book detail model, it shows author, genre, year, and rating of the book, and it has a feature where a user can borrow the book from Google Books or Amazon or Goodreads, and we can even add the book to be read list or reading list, as you can see in this session of the page. And we can actually put a review also and then submit. This is all the book details model. And we have a book card where we can actually see the image of the book. And book details model, this is fetched in book details model. And we have footer session for the web page and navbar session for the page. In navbar, we can see that on here, on click of bookshelf, it renders to bookshelf page, and on my books it renders to my books page, and on about it renders to about page in here. uh, and now I would like to present my web page. So yeah, this is my web page actually. Let's see if we try. Yeah, uh, this is the website, and this are the random books that are being fetched from the Google account, book Google itself. And here, I told you before that this book details model, this can be shown here in this. So it actually have a borrow from the Google, which renders to the Google Books only. And if on rent from Amazon, it opens that page only. Let me show you. So here, so when we click on Google and borrow from Amazon, it comes here. So it works like that. And we can add to list. Like here, we can add to list.
Rajashri, you are not audible. Is she audible to others? For me, her screen is stuck. Okay, I think there is some network
Hello, ma'am.
problem.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, shall I continue, ma'am? Actually, there was a network issue. So,
Yes, yes.
um, yeah, ma'am. So, in the my book session, we can actually, I added, uh, yeah, Frankenstein to red session earlier, so we can see that here, and we can remove it also, or we can change the status. Like it's the atomic habits is in to be read state, and now we can put it to reading state or red state, or we can actually remove it to. And in the above section, actually, we can upload the file, and here we can see the stats. Actually, this is rendered from this page. So we have four books, one book, and three books. And you can see this here. To be read four books and book reading one book read one book, and we have the login page. This is the login page. On successful authentication, we will get access to that. We can access the page, and we have the register thing where we can actually input the user, reader status, our role and password, and we can create the account. Yeah, that's it about my website, ma'am. If you have any suggestions or questions, hello.
Yes, I think it is a good project and you have implemented it also very well. Good job.
Ma'am, I actually have a doubt. Ma'am,
Yes.
actually, I was not able to deploy this website, ma'am, on Virtual because we are actually using two folders like client and server right now. So when I actually view the whole folder at once for the virtual deployment, it's not taking it because the server.js is not in the main folder. Like it's not in here right now. So it's not actually deploying. So how do we do it?
See, we will do the deployment on Wednesday, but still, I
Okay.
would suggest you that you should deploy your front end part only on the Vercel. If you want to deploy whole project, then you should consider render for that. Because Vercel is not for the full stack. You will get some errors and it won't be
Yeah,
good
ma'am.
for your deployment.
Yeah, ma'am. I'm actually facing the issue from yesterday. I've been trying, but I couldn't do it. So shall I
Okay, if
just
you want, you
deploy
can.
my front
Uh,
end part and submit
yes,
the
yes,
link, ma'am?
yes.
Ma'am, actually, I
And
have not pressed. Yeah, ma'am.
if you want to deploy whole your project, then you should consider or explore render today.
Okay, ma'am. I will do it, ma'am. And I actually didn't present some second week, third week, and fourth week. So should I send the video presentation, ma'am?
Yes,
Or
yes.
can
If
I
you have
do it?
not presented, so you should record those projects and then you should share the links for those particular projects.
Okay. Or can I just do it in the following sessions presentation?
No, actually, tomorrow will be the time for presentation, and
Okay.
then
Okay.
we will
Or
have
can
only
I
3 days.
okay,
If nobody will present, then you can present.
okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, do you have any suggestions on this website? Like any changes that I had made?
No, actually, I thought it is you have implemented all the features and you have done a great job. Actually, I liked your project.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So whoever wants to present
Can
their project,
I
we will.
stop the mic, ma'am?
Yes, your screen is not visible now. Okay, so I was saying that whoever wants to present their project, we will meet tomorrow. You can present your project tomorrow. And for today, we can now wrap up this call. Thank you for being till the end. And you can now leave the session.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, again, offer letter, ma'am.
you did not got your offer letter?
I'm Gaurav Kumar. No, ma'am.
Okay, I will just check this because I have given your mail IDs. I will just ask and then let you know. Okay, okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, I have sent both your email IDs, Gaurav and Rahul. I will just ask and then let you know about that.
Okay, ma'am. Good day, ma'am.
Okay.